Hello. So, I highlighted one of these things on Twitch a while ago, but I wanted to show this one off for YouTube. There's an achievement to have a drop last over a minute, and there was a recent update to Ballionaire that added the sewer level and some other things, such as the kitchen sink, that this works wonderfully for that achievement, and I would have easily gotten it multiple times here if I did not already have it. This is just something that lasts so long and is great. So the key part is the bottom pipe. And the top pipes, depending on gravity, it basically will go from here to here. And so it's like, this is the top, and this is the bottom. Let's see, my camera is covering not like anything important. There's a pear dot here, but these are not like particularly important things. The main stuff is this bullseye, these spawners, and you can see this capacitor has a fair bit of mult going. Look at this, times 774. And then the kitchen sink again will help with this. Notice that I didn't realize what was happening at first, but notice this is gains times 2 mult, not like a lot of other things that are plus 1 mult depending on stuff. So yeah, this is plus 0.1 mult. This is times 2. So with that, I've rambled on for about a minute. Oh yeah, and of course these have plenty of age that help thanks to this. You get the idea. Let's see how long this takes. You know what? I'm going to hit this right at the 2-minute mark. Oh, I guess I'm going to talk afterwards. I don't know. Anyways, let's see. Can I hide? Okay, yes. During the drop itself, I can't actually hover over the stuff, so you get to just watch and observe. Yeah, okay. Some of these points on the right are just from like the jump rope and whatnot. Kitchen sink hasn't been hit a ton yet. Oh, no, actually it doesn't show on the sink itself. You can just tell by the multipliers near it. And the cooldown on these bows is low enough that going all the way from the top left, bouncing, slowly going, making their way here, are enough for the bow to come off of cooldown and start the process again. So it just keeps going. Now the bow goes over here, and these might be in cooldown, but the key part is it will either spawn a fireball or water ball. Fireball increases the multiplier here. As this gets hit by different types of balls, it increases the multiplier by a ton. Oh yeah, I forgot this one. I think it adds a multiplier whenever something goes on cooldown. I forgot about the thermometer. I should have showed that off. Maybe I'll do it at the end, depending on how long this takes. Oh yeah, of course, I've got the parachute, so this fireball is now going in the opposite direction, going back, chopped in half. It just keeps going. And that's what's great about this. Something spawns some egg balls there. This one's never gonna trigger. You could see I have oh yeah, that like 900 billion. Yeah, making sure I'm looking at the right number. That was from one drop. So this just keeps going. And the main reason is the kitchen sink. I have so many different types of balls here that it adds so much multiplier. And combined with the capacitor, this one in particular for the grapevine, I'm going to wait until it's next spawned to pay attention to how much money that gives. Oh, hey, we're down to 1 ball. I wonder what will happen. Again, this is just earning money passively. Yep, still going. One of those numbers was really large. It's kind of hard to tell when they're all at once. Oh, so they get like more mult as they're like with adjacent ones. Okay. Nope, it's under there. Still hard to see. Which is why I have a bunch in a row. But times 27,000 multiplier. Okay, that one bonk, I think it earned 10 million. And that's how this just makes so much money. Like, normally, the way I go is I usually try to have, like, at least a couple holders. Yeah, 11 million. A couple holders, and then the drop ends, and then I make a bunch of money from what I've collected earlier on. Like, I have a holder here, which will make some money, but this is the case where this is the real moneymaker. Can I look at this? I can. Just, yeah. You can see the numbers here. And the reason why bamboo is so high is because it's right next to this kitchen sink as well. Like, look, these pumpkins even. It started as times 20, and because of the sink, times 320 multiplier, which brings it, yeah. Any one of these just made more than enough for the drop. There is an achievement that I've had a lot of difficulty going for that I am not getting this time, to just barely win a drop by, like, win the last drop, but not by over $10,000. Yeah, that's not happening here. Considering hitting this one once is like 10 times the required value, and the multiplier just keeps on going up every time a fireball spawns because of the capacitor. Oh, also water ball hitting this also spawns a fireball. So both of those, this one and this one, increase the capacitor. Honestly, the bombardier doesn't really do a whole lot because it just, any of the things, attackables that you kill once in a drop, they just stay dead, so they aren't even really doing much. It does eventually end, I swear. Primarily, like, yeah, you saw what happened there. A rock was coming down, and it blocked the arrow from going over because it was just literally in the way. So if that happens too much, you could end up in a situation where these are all on cooldown, and it doesn't restart the engine. Note that it's basically, yeah, these four are the top, I said this earlier, and these four are the bottom. Every single bottom slot has something that can cause it, the whole process to continue. Which was partially helped by the fact that I had this camera placed here so that I only had the one arrow at the start. But the way the camera works is something picks up the camera, and then whatever it hits the most of, which, because it's here, it's always going to be the bow. Well, what it bonks the most of, and I don't think it just goes past the gem, it doesn't bonk it. So that was a way to ensure that I got more bows. And then I happened to get the parachute before I got this fourth bow, so it ended up looking like this. And a parachute here makes perfect sense, because it just goes back up. You can watch it here. I'm enjoying, like, pointing at things as I'm talking about them with my mouse. And somewhere along here, I think it turned into a different type of ball. I, kind of lost track of it. 24 million from that bonk. There's also an achievement that I've not gotten yet that I think is to earn a cumulative of 10 billion points, or $10 billion. Wait, 10 trillion? No, million? Yeah, no, 10 billion, because I'm currently at almost 1.5 billion. So this specific drop is really aiding in getting to that achievement. Now, if you're getting a little bored, I could speed this up. I don't know if I want to, because there is also potentially some value in just seeing how long this video is to judge, okay, that's how long the drop took. Now, yes, it would have been fine if I had it always at twice speed or whatnot, but I'd like to keep it consistent. Oh yeah, this one gains multiply whenever a trigger is destroyed, so basically gains a couple mult every drop, but again, they can only be destroyed once per drop, so this one's actually not that amazing. This book also doesn't do a whole lot, because I don't need to worry about getting enough attacks in. The one thing that probably could have been improved a lot is if this wand was down here. But I don't have the packing tape that lets me move it. if I move it, like, I think it's called packing tape, I can remove a what are they called? Not a tribute. A trigger? I could remove one, and then it gives me another one of it, so I can move it down there. But I don't have that. The main reason why this would be worth moving is more than half the time it grabs it, immediately hits this, becomes a fireball, and then it's just nothing really happened. See, the bow grabbed it and immediate fireball. Were these 640? I thought these were like 320 last I saw. I don't even know how many different types of balls have hit it. Like, what are there? Egg? Oh, there's egg, eggplant, bow, fire, water. Is there any? Oh, rock. So it's possibly 6 can hit it? Let's see if the math checks out. 2, 4, 8. Okay, making sure I'm counting properly. 16, 32. Like, oh yeah, no, that would be 64 next. Yeah, that only brings me to 64. I feel like I'm missing a digit. Oh no, they were already times 20. Right? So it's just 32 so far. So I think 5 different things have hit it, maybe? I realize my math of trying to figure out what this multiplier is really dependent on what it was before. Mentioning multiplier again, though. Notice the multiplier for this. Oh, right. Because things specifically in this row are getting more multiplier from the thermometer. So these two get this one is like the linchpin. Both of these get benefits from the kitchen sink and the thermometer because the thermometer is the whole row. Well, the row. I think this counts as another row. I haven't tried it. The thermometer's new. I haven't tried it on maps like the 3-lane one, so I don't know exactly how that would go. But this very specific grapevine just gets all of the benefits. It gets capacitor, kitchen sink, thermometer, 70,000 multiplier. Well, the number showed up there, but it was hidden by another number because it's just earning so much. Yeah, I just got over 1 billion on this drop because I think I was just under 1 billion from the one drop before I started. So as you can see, this is powerful. And I like it when roguelikes can do this. Like, you could maybe argue that Ballionaire is a little bit on the easy side, but it takes a little bit of getting used to and figuring out some of the synergies. Like, the bow is really good for letting you do stuff like this. A lot of it, actually, now that I think about it, it's harder earlier on in the drop, or not the drop, earlier on in the whole, like, all of the tributes when you don't have a lot going on. So it's like you build your own engine, you build a whole Rube Goldberg machine. And I like that for this, where I like it when roguelikes can let you get too powerful if you do things right. So it's, you learn things. Slay the Spire is a great example where it is really difficult, but it is possible to, like, go infinite in some situations. It's really rare because I would say it's way harder than this. This one is much easier. But either way, it's fun. Like, using your smarts to do powerful stuff. Oh yeah, I have these to get a lot of gems, which is adding some stacks. It's not that important. I forget what this one is. Maybe skipping cooldowns. Oh yeah, this one, the running visor. That one is you pick it up and I believe it skips a cooldown. So that was just to make it better for keeping it going. Because for whatever reason, that one was my priority. Yeah, this bow was just hit and it is still off cooldown, I'm pretty sure. I'm going to watch next time the running visor is off cooldown. Because a lot of these things have like a 30-second cooldown. Turns out 30 seconds is plenty of time to go from here to here. Okay, visor. Oh, that is a bow that just parachuted all the way off screen vertically really quickly, which that one's kind of silly because different types of balls have different physics. Well, okay, the bow or the arrow has different physics. I guess I said a bow went going. No, it was an arrow, to use the correct terminology. In any case, I don't know if there's just like two types of physics, arrows versus balls, but at the very least, those are definitely different. So you can see it shooting up quickly. Has this been on cooldown for ages? Or have I not noticed? Like maybe it came off cooldown and it instantly got picked up. Oh yeah, you can also see like the stats of what's happening up here. It doesn't really do a whole lot. What is this? I'm gonna click it. Oh, those are showing what has happened. So like every second I get a new like ticker of what has happened to this second. That's my guess. So like 1,000. No, those are not seconds. Per ball? Whatever it is, it's like a tickler of what's happening, and the number there lets me scroll back in what has previously happened. It's something I've never looked at before. Well, okay, I've looked at the tickler occasionally, very, very little. The thing right above it, I've never looked at. That was 31 million from this one bonk. Thanks to the kitchen sink and all the other stuff. It just keeps going. The only reason... Okay, if we hit 20 minutes, I will speed it up then, because I also have other things to do. And you'll just know, yeah, I'm like making way more this time than the last drop, and it's just coincidental, like, when it ends. I would have laughed so much if, like, the first ball just happens to, I don't know, like, hit this, and then the rock blocks it, and it just doesn't do anything at all. I mean, some of this is just, I like large number. Like, the fact that the capacitor is at 621 is a little absurd. Oh, there's the running cap, and yep, you can see it is off of cooldown. Alright. You know, what time is it? Yeah, I should speed this up. We're now going at twice the speed, and it's still probably going to take some time. Okay, it just sounds a little silly. That boink sound is the jump rope here. Okay, yeah. I'm occasionally glancing to see, like, what can you see? I have a brick to the right of it. I already showed that off. And yeah, the tree, which is next to the a kitchen sink, and this other multiplier. That's why the tree was up here for making money, but not as much as those. I mean, the grapevine, literally an order of magnitude higher. How fast can this go? Okay, this is now fastest times 4. Oh, hey, there's a rainbow trail. I think one of the books... This one, maybe? No. That one spawns fireballs, I think. No, maybe it does do the rainbow trail one. Yeah, okay. I forgot what the rainbow trail one looked like. Because this spawns egg balls, or sometimes eggplant balls, and that helps so much with the kitchen sink multipliers of different types of balls. So I'm going to say this is the one that's occasionally giving a rainbow trail. The rainbow trail, you hear the sound effect when it comes, and you can occasionally see a little bit of rainbow. What it does is whatever that bonks earns extra money. So yeah, if I was concerned with the achievement to have a drop last a minute, checks imaginary watch, I'm not concerned with that anymore. Honestly, the windmill's doing decently. Basically, oh yeah, I had a hammock ages ago. So these things don't really earn money, so they're not going to show up there. Anything that is once per drop, such as the ball mart, is much on the lower side. I'm surprised bread has earned that little. But I guess, yeah, bread is 200. It has no multiplier. It doesn't earn a ton. Oh, and it earns less than the Walmart because the bread helps the Walmart, which does have a multiplier. But yeah, the Walmart makes little compared to the other things that just get bonked repeatedly, and it keeps on going and going and going. Is there anything I forgot? This one, unfortunately, I don't remember the names of the different gems. Like, this one might be a garnet. This is a peridot? And a ruby? I think? I could be wrong there. The one on the right is just to provide charge to things. I didn't end up getting anything to use the charge, so it's literally useless. The ruby maybe skips cooldown. I'm not positive. It might also only be at the start of the drop, so it doesn't really matter. And then, if this is a garnet, whatever it is, I believe it's the one that makes it so if a ball spawns, it might spawn extras. Oh yeah, I completely forgot. You might notice at the top left, I have no boons. When I was looking at the achievements, I saw there's an achievement for winning without any boons. So I was like, oh, that's going to be difficult. Let's try it. Turns out if you get this, it's not a problem. So this is all without a single boon. And yes, without boons, I've definitely had a few runs that, like, started and just didn't get that far, because losing I think the first tribute tends to be pretty easy. That's why I got a hammock. If you get something that, if it's not bonked, earns you enough money to survive, that works decently well. And then it's usually like the third, fourth, fifth tribute where if you don't have something going, that's where it gets a little bit tougher. Also, I secretly find it funny that it is still going despite the 4 times speed. I honestly didn't expect it to still be going. Oh, this is at 99, I just realized age. It's nice. Okay, I just confirmed 99 is not the max. This is 110 age, but because I guess this got bonked more by the wand. I'm pretty sure I started near the top. Alright, I want to see a bonk. What's the... Well, nope. Next time it's off cooldown. Was that 47 million? Yeah, I'm trying to figure out. I think so. The numbers appear quickly and partially obscured by other numbers, so it's a little hard to tell. While I'm showing this off, there's a cat. He meowed for attention, but he often... Oh, sorry, my headphones bumped the pop filter. He often is a bit hesitant to actually hop up. So he's just sitting around and occasionally looking at me. He's not the most assertive cat. Also, this multiplier, again, with the capacitor. Wait, I want to see... I want to try to see. Yeah, whenever Fireball is spawned, this is going up by a lot more than 2. Because of the multiplier, it's going up by like 32 or 64 or whatever the multiplier is actually at. It's interesting. And then also, yes, the thermometer as well. So the multiplier really keeps going. Not relevant for this one, but the target here also increases the multiplier by 11. It ended. It actually ended. Sure. I can always remove it later. Spawns a ball. Yes, can spawn an extra. Once per drop, it'll skip a cooldown, so this one's not very valuable. I'm just out. Topaz. Topaz is what I wasn't remembering. Oh yeah, I forgot. I also can increase ages with this. You may have noticed these got bonked a bit, so now I gain many gems. I'm gonna place them before I end. And then also show the thermostat. got that up to 20. I'm gonna topaz, and I didn't even notice the citrine when the drop was going on. And citrine are the definite priorities here. And then after that, it's just kind of whatever. Because once per drop, not... Honestly, this is also once per drop, but it'll notably increase the age, at least, because of how many stacks I have. And this skipping cooldown, you know, doesn't actually mean a whole lot. Okay, yep, this is also just still going. Oh, yep, nope, still go with this. Yes, the Rainbow Trail. Let's increase the stacks there. Now, I could make that a Wisening Wand as well. Oh, how about here? What would hit this? Not much. I have this one here for when our things are going up. Maybe I'll just put it there, sure. Okay. Let's take a trigger in this row enters cooldown. A random trigger in this row gains 1 mult for the rest of the drop. Okay. That's why this ended up so high. That is all. This took a while, but that was some Ballionaire. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you for watching, and goodbye, Internet.